The third tense is present continuous, or it is maybe called present progressive. What does it mean, present continuous? Present continuous is a verb tense indicate that an action or condition is happening now, frequently, and may continue into the future. Okay, here we have the structure of sentence. We have subject and verb to be. Is are plus verb with ing plus complete sentence. If we have I, we should take and if we have he, she, it, we should take is. If we have they, we, you, they, we, you, we should take are plus verb with ing plus complete sentence. We have keywords indicate for present continuous, maybe now, today, still, at the moment, at the present time, and so on. All of them indicate for present continuous. What do we mean by present continuous? For something that's happening at the moment of speaking. When something happens at the moment of speaking, we should use present continuous. For example, please be quiet, the children are sleeping now. We have reference now here, and the context of sentence indicate for what? Indicate for something happening at the moment of speaking. Maybe your family was sitting and they are talking in a loud voice, and someone asked them to be quiet because the children are sleeping now. Or it's raining now. The second one, for something which is happening before or after a given time. We have a period of time, and the action happened maybe before this period of time or after this period of time. For example, here, at 8 o'clock, we are having breakfast. Okay, we have at 8 o'clock. This is a period of time. Here we given a time. The action happened during this period of time. We are having a breakfast. For something which we think is temporary. Temporary, that means the action happened for amount of time. Okay, after it may be finished, maybe vanish. We don't know. But the action is temporary here. For example, I'm working in London for the next 2 weeks. Just for the next 2 weeks, he is working in London. After it, his working in London is finished. Or I'm living with some friends until I find an apartment. Until indicate for what? Indicate for a specific time. وقت محدد هنا راح يكون for just amount of time. Okay, the action is temporary here. The third one, for something which is new and contrast with a previous state. When we make a comparison between two things, one of them happened in the present and the second happened in the past, we should use past symbol. For example, when we say, these days, most people are using an email instead of handwriting. Okay, what do we have? We have email, which is indicate for something new, and contrast with what? Contrast with handwriting. Handwriting, that's indicate for previous state, that something happened in the ancient time. The second sentence in a form of an interrogative sentence, in a form of a question. What sort of clothes that teenagers wearing nowadays? Okay, to show something is changing, growing, or developing. The children are growing quickly. When we tell growing, the children are growing quickly, so maybe we have a baby, then he will be what? They will be young, an adult, an older, and so on. When we say the children are growing, here the way of growing is change from one state to the other state. This is indicate for changing and at the same time for growing. The second one, the climate is changing rapidly. Also, we have changing. Maybe the climate is changing from cold to hot or from hot to cold. The other example, your English is improving. This is indicate for what? Developing. okay? To show something which has been arranged or planned. So when we plan to do something, or when we arrange to do something, we should use what? Present continuous. Okay? That's mean the decision made before the moment of speaking. We decided in our mind. When we use the present, for example, Mary is going to a new school next term. Till now, the next term not to start yet. But Mary what? Mary plan, or she arranged in her mind to join in a new school in the next term. So the action is arranged or planned before time. When we use the present continuous tense with always, the word always here indicates for what? Too often or too much. And this annoys the speakers. For example, John is always inviting his friends over. Okay. معنى ال always هنا راح تجي بمعنى شنو؟ كثير جدا أو أكثر من اللازم. He does it all the time and it annoys me. But it is called the present continuous, but the action is not continue for a long time. The action is temporary. It is emphasized for what? Emphasized for a temporary time. Okay? We have stative verbs and we have dynamic. The stative, it is indicate for a stability verb. For example, the verb like, love, prefer, hate, want, wish, need, think, imagine, believe, know, realize, forget, suppose, hope, see, seem, appear, sound, taste, smell, belong, and contain. All these verbs come only with present simple, never come with the present continuous. Now, how to differentiate between stative verbs and action verbs? Between stative and dynamic, stative verbs and action verbs. Stative verbs, what does it mean? The verb of sense, touch, taste, see, hear, feel, and smell. And the adverb of believing, think, remember, believe, and know. The prepositive verbs, for example, seem, look like, and appear. The verb of own, belong, and have. And also the verb of sense and emotion. For example, we have love, hate, feel, like, prefer, need, and want. All these verbs come only with the present symbol, okay? Never come with past symbol, with the present continuous. For example, here we have some examples to show stative verbs. It tastes delicious. What do we have? We have tastes delicious. Why? Because we have taste, and as we know, it is the adverb that come only with the present symbol, which is called, or we called it as the stative verb. I think it is going to rain today. I think. Okay, it is one of the verb of thinking or believing. Or I think you are right. We have the other example. She looks like her mother. This bag belongs to the man in this cafe. What do we have? Belongs. Okay? Belongs with S, with the present symbol. Not belonging. Okay? I love going out with my friends every week. أفعال love والhate, enjoy, it is not take ing, but the verb after it should be with ing. We have going, but we have I love. Maybe she loves. An action verb, which is indicate for dynamic. For example, when we say Anthony is throwing the football, or she accepted the job offer I will play this song on my guitar. For example, when we say close the door, they bought a new house. Maybe come with a past symbol, but never come with present continuous. Okay? However, there are some verbs that look like they should be stative. اكو بعض الأفعال إن من نشوفها إنه لازم تكون stative. Okay, not change. But may appear in the ing form. ممكن إنه تكون with ing. These verbs different in meaning لكن بالمعنى حتكون مختلف to the stative verbs and dynamic. For example, I see Michael, but he can't see me. I'm too far away. I see him with my eyes. This is indicate for what? Okay. As we know, it is indicate for perception verbs, أفعال الإدراك. But here what do we have? James is seeing Marsha. They have been together for a month. He is dating her. نايح كان موعد بيناتهم. Okay. We have Jeremy has a Mercedes. That means he owns a Mercedes. But Sarah is having lunch with her editor. The first sentence indicates for what? For own. But the second sentence indicates for what? For eating. She is eating lunch. Here we have two sentences. Okay. First one may be correct or the second one correct. Which one is correct? You should read the sentence and decide which one is correct. He is wanting to buy a new computer. Okay. He wants to buy a new computer. Which one is correct? As we know, wants should be in the present, never come with ing. So the first one is incorrect. We should put a cross beside it, and the second one is correct. There are some verbs, maybe stative and maybe dynamic. The first one is think, have two meaning. Maybe think or maybe believe. Okay. I'm thinking to study in America. إذا اجت think بمعنى يفكر راح تكون with the present continuous, as we say, I'm thinking to study in America. But if it is come as a meaning of belief, should be in the present simple. She thinks it will be rain tomorrow. Also, we have the other example here. She is working here until Monday, or she works here until Monday. Which one is correct? The second one correct. Why? Because we have until Monday. If we have until Monday is correct. Why? Because the action is specific here. Until. Okay. Sorry, the first one is correct. She is working here until Monday. Why? Because it's indicate for what? Indicate for temporary. Where is Ahmed? He is cleaning the car. Where is Ahmed? He cleans the car. Okay? The action is temporary here, so we should use what? Where is Ahmed? He is cleaning the car. The previous example, if we say she works here every Monday, it will be okay. Every Monday. So it is indicate for repeated action. But we have until Monday? No, incorrect. The first one is correct. Here we have vegetarians do not eat meat, or vegetarians are not eating meat. This is indicate for what? Indicate for habit. So the first one is correct and the second one is incorrect. If we want to ask with the present simple or present continuous, we should use the auxiliary in the initial of sentence. We should put am is are plus subject plus verb with ing plus complete sentence. And if we want to change the sentence for negative, should be subject plus maybe am not, isn't, or aren't plus verb with ing plus complete sentence. That's all we have about what? About present continuous. And we can, and now what the difference is here, after we explain a present simple, past, and a present continuous, we can make a differences between a present simple and a present continuous. Present simple indicate for repeated action, but a present continuous indicate for temporary action. Okay? That's all we have about present continuous. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for your listening.